Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are all well. Now that the dust has settled after the election, it's time to get back to dealing with local issues that I have left to the side for the last month or two while I was campaigning. Surprisingly enough, as a local parish councillor, it's difficult to find anything that you can actually do something about. I decided to keep my eyes open for anything that I could actually help with, which is the reason I wanted to be a parish councillor, one of those being local crime, which, like many other parts of the country, has been increasing exponentially. Both domestic crime and retail crime, as in shoplifting, that sort of thing. So what I did is I created a Kingsthorpe Community Crime Watch WhatsApp group. I generated a QR code and printed it out with a letter, and I went round to some of the residents in the village, and I went into all of the shops on Kingsthorpe front, spoke to them. Many began to join, and although it was slow to begin with, gradually the shopkeepers have begun to post information and stills from CCTV of shoplifters, which is getting some movement in the group. I do have to say that in one of the shops I went into when I was handing out my letters, I must have stumbled onto something because they were intimidating, bordering on threatening, but I just ignored it and made a sharp exit. But the other shopkeepers have been pretty good and very happy about it. I didn't go anywhere near them through the campaign because in my own strange way I felt that I might discredit it because I didn't want them to think that it was just a ploy to get votes. When I began to visit them yesterday, they actually said they were waiting to hear from me. So I think it was just me overthinking it, but never mind. It has begun to move. What I'm hoping is when we do get a visit from the police at the next council meeting to have an update, then I will formally request that they make time for a public meeting. I'll try and get everyone together because we desperately need a police presence in this area, as everybody else needs throughout the country. We cannot continue the way that we have been with a complete absence of police in our streets. Hopefully then we can do something about it because, as we've seen in other parts of the country, in London in particular, traditional forms of shoplifting have gradually evolved into open, shameless shoplifting, which then evolved into blatant, aggressive shoplifting. 2 or 3 people walking in with bags, bold as brass, aggressive, almost threatening to any security guard, and just filling up their bags, helping themselves and walking out. They are doing the same in supermarkets, which are going to be my next stop. And it won't stop there. The next step will be more aggressive or even violent or even, God forbid, with a weapon. And then that will invariably progress to aggressive, violent, or with a weapon, burglary, theft of people in their own homes. We must stop this now. We can't just hope it will go away. So if you are in other parts of Northampton or even other parts of the country, I know that many communities have their local WhatsApp group, but it's important to document everything and build up a log and work it in a manner that you can actually make a case to try to force the police to act and deal with real crime rather than be spending most of their time dealing with thought crime, which is what they seem to be preoccupied with over the last few years. If you are in the Kingsthorpe area and you'd like to help me and get involved, I would be very grateful. This is not something I can do on my own. We need numbers. We need a loud voice. I am hoping to create a community that is or rather it does seem to be happening spontaneously in the group because people are communicating and we're building up this community against crime, which is absolutely wonderful to see, and I would like to extend that throughout the whole of Kingsthorpe if possible. And if you do something similar in your own area, if you have any advice for me, any suggestions, or as I said, if you'd like to get involved, I would be very, very grateful. that's all for now. Thank you very much. I'm going to get on with my work for the day, and I will be back soon. Thank you. Bye bye for now. See you soon.